What's up YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at tuna fish. Now for this video we're going to be focusing on the edit style called Ruby. Now you do unlock this selectable style in the lighthouse in Battle Royale. So without further ado guys, let's get this review started. So tuna fish with the Ruby edit style. Now like I mentioned previously, you do unlock this edit style if you do go to the north of Stronghold. Now you do see a lighthouse there, which you actually have to go all the way to the top to actually get the style, or land there and go all the way to the bottom. The style itself is based off the skin Ruby, and it does have an all red color scheme with the gloves being black and the shoes being white. So what are my thoughts about it? I mean, it is decent. Now later on we do gonna review Carnage, and that's already 3 skins that have the color scheme of red towards them. I do like Ruby, and I know why they added Ruby because she's a very popular skin, but I would have liked it if they would have changed it up a bit and added a different color scheme. You do have over 1,000 skins to choose from, so it would have been nice to actually add some Halloween skins here and there as well. But I mean, Ruby is decent. Now the main thing about Ruby is you're going to be comparing it to the Red Knight, which the Red Knight is like an all black and red, and Ruby is more of an all red. And then you do have Carnage that is also all red, so it's just gonna depend on which one you're gonna be using. Again, just the red features is a little bit too much, and they're almost identical to each other. So what's my final rating for tuna fish with the Ruby edit style? I'm gonna have to give tuna fish with the Ruby edit style a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not the style itself, it's just the color scheme. We do have so many reds in these character styles now that just Ruby is not that special. It is a different shade of red, it does have more of a skin tone for his face, but other than that, it still reminds me a lot of Carnage and a little bit of the Red Knight. So without further ado guys, let's get these combos started. Now for our first combination with tuna fish with the Ruby edit style, we are going to be pairing it up with the Slush Fighter cape. Now the reason why the Slush Fighter cape actually looks amazing is because it does match really well with the red skin tone he does have. It goes perfectly together and even goes really well with the scarf he does have. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the TNT. Now the TNT harvesting tool itself does have this red and black color scheme, but it's very simple but effective with the skin. Then for the control, we're going to be going the Firecracker Freefall. Now the Firecracker Freefall itself, it is firecrackers that you do have on both hands that are red. The main reason why it looks really good together is because of the red and white color scheme that he does have. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the Hot Ride. Now the Hot Ride glider is a very futuristic glider. It is basically just the color scheme for the car that goes perfectly with the color scheme of the skin. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the Insightful. Now the Insightful wrap hasn't really returned to the item shop that often. The simple design of red and black just goes perfectly with this. Then for our next combination with tuna fish with the Ruby edit style, we're going to be pairing it up with the Special Delivery. Now the Special Delivery itself is just a backbling that you do have peaks inside of it, and the color scheme of all red is really what matches really well. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the Meaty Mallets. Now the Meaty Mallets harvesting tool is just 2 harvesting tools that do have red. It matches really well and the aesthetics of it goes perfectly with tuna fish. Then for the control, we're going to be going the Zip Ribbons. Now the Zip Ribbons control itself is just a very simple design for a control that does have black and white. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the IO Fuel Glider. Now the IO Fuel Flyer itself you do obtain during this season is the Chapter 2 glider design, and it's very simple but effective with the red color scheme it does have. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the Knighted. The Knighted wrap itself with a metallic red with black just fits really well with this combination. Then for our next combination with tuna fish, we're going to be pairing it up with the Red Alert. Now the Red Alert is from the same set as Ruby that this color scheme is based off. It was a no-brainer to actually incorporate in this combination just because it matches perfectly. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the Old Chopper. Now the Old Chopper harvesting tool is obtainable in the item shop for 500 V-Bucks. The simplistic design of it is just underrated and is one of the best harvesting tools we do have. Then for the control, we're going to be going the Fireflies. Now the Fireflies control with the red ribbon on both lanterns just look amazing and complements the tuna fish nicely. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the Sail Shark. Now the Sail Shark glider itself does have a very cool red color scheme that goes perfectly with the red aesthetics. Then the skin tone of this tuna fish goes really well with the whitish color scheme that the glider does have. Then for our next combination, then for the wrap, we're going to be going the Red Camel. Now the Red Camel wrap just is a red camel, it matches perfectly with the backline and that's the sole reason why I'm using it. Then for our next combination with tuna fish with the Ruby edit style, we're going to be pairing it up with the Brat Pack. Now the Brat Pack itself is just a sack that does have little toys on it that goes really well with the red design and the whole Christmas theme. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the Axle Rollout. I know I butchered that. Well, this harvesting tool does have a simple design when you do go with the default letter style that is red and white and even black. Then for the contra, we're going to be going with the baker's dozen. Now the baker's dozen itself does have these holiday cookies on it. It looks amazing and it goes really well with the whole Christmas theme that the backling does bring to the table. Then for the glider, we're going to be going with the candy plane. Now the candy plane glider itself does have these candy cane color scheme of red and white, which goes really well with the white and red aesthetics from the skin. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going with the ho ho ho. The ho 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 wrap does have a simple design. It is red and white, which goes perfectly with this combination. Then for our next combination with tuna fish, we're going to be pairing it up with the backling, the Scarlet Satchel. Now the Scarlet Satchel itself looks really good with this combination just because it's very simple. The default color scheme of red and black goes perfectly with the outfit. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going with the Crimson Side. Now the Crimson Side harvesting tool itself goes really well with this combination because of the simple design and red color scheme. And then for the contra, we're going to be going with the Target Acquirer. Now the Target Acquirer itself is basically just a futuristic contra that does have red lines leaving the body that goes really well with the red aesthetics. Then for the glider, we're going to be going with the Sky Stripe. Now the Sky Stripe glider itself does have a simple design. It is from the same set as Ruby and it just matches perfectly. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going with the red plastic. Now the red plastic itself is just for the name reserve. It is just a red plastic it is all red, so it goes really well with the red aesthetics. Now for our last combination with tuna fish with the Ruby edit out, we're going to be pairing it up with the Mary Monter. Now this backling itself is just a hiking backling that does have all red. It does look very cool, it matches perfectly with the red aesthetics from this tuna fish. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going with the Medex. Now for the Medex, we're going to be going with the default letter style since it does have red, which goes really well with the red aesthetics. Then for the control, we're going to be going with the Spectral Essence. A very simplistic design. This control itself is just a wind control that goes really well with the white aesthetics that the skin does have. For the glider, we're going to be going with the Sky Serpent. Now the Sky Serpent with the default edit style is just an all red and black color scheme that goes perfectly with this color scheme. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going with the Triceric. Now the Triceric wrap itself matches perfectly. The brown and red aesthetics from the wrap itself actually complements this tuna fish very nicely. Now for the honorable mentions with tuna fish with the Ruby edit style, you obviously want to pair them up with anything that does have red. Anything with black, a combination of both colors and sometimes maybe even white is going to look really good with this edit style for tuna fish. Now those are 6 of the combinations I did find for tuna fish with the Ruby edit out. Let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite. And if you guys are new to my channel, subscribe. I post videos of fake cosmetic skins every single day. And if you guys want to support the channel, my code is ENIGMAKIDD, all caps, 2 Ds all together. Each time you guys use my code near the item shop or the Epic Game Store, I do get a small percentage of it and it really helps this channel grow. And if you guys have any combo suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And for all my social media and Discord, they'll be in the description. And with that being said guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.